Hey, it's me, Captain God again, Ross. I'm picking this up. It's Morrowind playthrough. It's been like a while since I left it off, um, and I don't know. I just really I haven't had really the desire to record anything recently, but not doing anything today, and I just randomly ended up watching my old videos. So I was like, hey, I'd like to keep playing that. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna play it for a little bit, and I'll probably I don't know. Last time I left off, I was about to get orders for the egg poachers, and just try and keep leveling up my character. Right now, the best way to level up my character is to just do missions. Just keep doing missions and get the experience from that, and get the money from that, and just like keep snowballing up a little bit. The ultimate goal of this really is to get to where I can start farming like bandit encampments and then Daedric ruins for valuable items, and use those valuable items to start buying training from different trainers around the world. So I just got that quest for the egg poachers, and the egg poachers are pretty much right outside of town, just a little ways away. So I'm going to walk over there. It's just out past this creek. You follow the creek up a little ways. I'm going to walk over there and I'll resume in a little bit. Alright, and after a bit you come to this little campsite over here, and there's a mine right here. It's just along the same river. The river's right over there. So you come over here and you find this mine right here. This is the mine that there's some egg poachers in, and they're causing some mayhem and stuff. The mine itself isn't very dangerous. There's a couple little Quama cuddlers or whatever the fuck they're called. There's these guys which don't attack you, and technically you're not like here to kill everything in here. You're just here to get to the egg poachers and kill them, and then they're dead. So these Quama foragers, you can kill them, no problem. I mean, they attack you, and yeah, nobody likes them. So I think I just want to go through this here. It's been a while since I played this. I mean, it's been since my last video, really. But yeah, you come in here. This is a mining camp. You just gotta come through here, down this tunnel, and into a door, and the egg poachers are going to be right there. None of these people have any information for you. None of them really care. It's like, yeah. Just go straight to the objective, get it, and get back out, because there's no point to anything else in here. I've never really fucked around with the egg mines too much, mostly because the queens, which are the only thing worth attacking in here, are like pretty high level. So you really want to, yeah, and they're not really that worth it either. I think there's like a quest that does something with them, but for the most part, these egg mines are just not worth looking at even. I don't know, sometimes there's like bandits in them and stuff, so, but this one's, you know, your run-of-the-mill standard, just dumb one. Alright, so Queen's Lair, this is the one you want to be in, I'm pretty sure. But I'm gonna rest. I just want to rest? No, I didn't want to save the game. Make a real quick save. And then rest for an hour, and then go in there. So I can get all my stamina back, and I can, you know, be ready for whatever. Although I think my level, my attack ability is good enough in this run that I can really just like fuck them up. These two guys right here, and there's gonna be like a Quama forager somewhere, but yeah. So these guys, they just got a hoe, no armor. There's two of them. Yeah, my level's high enough that this is not really a problem for me. Sometimes you have to just like chug potions and like swing at these guys, but since I've got a shield and I've got heavy armor, they're not really doing much damage to me. And then, yeah, since my long blade is so high, it's just like nobody cares. They don't even have anything worth stealing, so I just kill them, go right back. Nothing to see on the way back, so I'm just gonna cut here. So real quickly while we walk back, I was gonna mention that I've been considering, you know, regarding the state of the Let's Plays on my channel, the main reason I really haven't been doing any is because, like, I don't feel like my recording quality is near good enough to really be proud of what I'm putting out here, but I was looking on the internet just the other day because I've been working, working my job, slowly building up some money, and I was like, you know, I've got like a few dollars, a few $100s in the bank right now. What if I just spent a little bit of that on some recording equipment? So I went and looked online, and it's only $100 for a Elgato video capture system that would let me, I think it would let me capture my Xbox better. And I already have a microphone, so I could, if I dropped $100, I could easily improve the recording quality quite a bit. But then the other problem is I'm living with my family right now, and they make a lot of noise, or I don't really want them to come down here and have me doing this. But I could do that pretty easily, and I don't have a lot of time off, but it would almost be pretty easy and worth it to invest a little bit of money in this and try and just keep going, just for my own amusement mostly. Alright, well, I'm back in Belmar, so I'm going to cash in that quest and get a new one, and get 100 gold and some restore fatigue, which I'm not really ever going to use. And you can ask for advancement. Doesn't really do much, really. Improves the people at the guild's friendship level with you, I guess. So now we got the Sevani Agents quest. This one's in Caldera, and it's normally pretty hard, and I'm sure it will be hard this time too, even though I'm pretty high level. You have to kill 4 people, and 3 of them attack you all at once, which makes it a pretty tough quest, and it's not something you want to go after if you're not spec'd correctly, or if you're not totally confident in your damage output. But I'm pretty confident in mine right now. I pretty much blazed through that last quest, the Egg Poachers. That was no problem. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I can take them on. Yeah, I'll see you over there. Oh yeah, to get to Caldera, I'm gonna need to join the Mages Guild and use their Mages Guild teleport stuff. So to get to Caldera. And once you get to Caldera, you want to come right over here to the left, outside of town. You're going to climb up these little mountains here. There's a couple little critters along the way that you might have to kill. And then you'll find the bandit encampment right up over this hill over here. Oh no! My acrobatics isn't high enough to get over this rope. I get stuck on the rope and then I can wedge my way over. Oh god. Oh no, I've wedged myself again. Oh, there's a oh, okay. Oh. Alright, so you find this little path here, and go up, and there's a bandit encampment right over here. And right outside there's this archer guy, this guy right here. And he doesn't give a shit about you. You can talk to him, and he's not particularly friendly to you, but he'll tell you about stuff, and you can talk to him. It's not even a big deal. But you do have to kill him for this quest. So first I'm gonna rest for an hour. The autosave is good for the resting and all that. So rest for an hour and then just slaughter him. Totally just cold-blooded. There's nobody else around. There's a mining place over there, but they don't really. This is the mining place. I think is this place over here. That's actually who I'm doing the quest for. So these bandits were camped out outside, and yeah. Anyway, just take some of this stuff. Not all of it. Dragon scale things worth a lot, but it weighs a lot. Extravagant shoes are good. Yeah. So, but that's not the real challenge. The real challenge is in here. And I think, does it autosave when you go through doors? Just in case it doesn't. I think that's just in Skyrim it does that. I don't think it does that in Morrowind. Yeah, so in this place there's 3 people at once. So I'm going to see if I can do this without needing a bunch of potions and stuff. Or just you can kind of scum your way through it a little bit with going outside the cave and back in. We're going to see if I can just do this straight up. Oh man, look at the damage I'm taking. Look at the damage I'm taking. Okay. So I need to do these. See if I can get one. Oh, I got one of them down. Get the other big damage dealer down here, and then maybe won't have to use any more potions. Yeah, they're getting healed. That means they're on low health. So the way, you notice the way I'm doing my attacks here is I'm holding for a while and then letting go. With the long blades specifically, that's kind of the idea, is they have like a high max damage but a low min damage, so yeah, you want to be holding your shots. So that was pretty good. I only had to use one health potion to get all three of them down. You saw how fast I was taking damage in the beginning. If you didn't spec out right and you don't have enough health at this point, that can make this a real bitch to do. You have to try and like aggro one of them and draw them back out to the cave entrance, and then, you know, go outside and come back in and go back outside and come back in and use resting to heal yourself. And it's like a big pain in the ass. So the fact that I got all these guys down with just one potion is actually pretty good. I spec'd out really well on this character. I guess because I was recording at the same time, I was trying to like explain the whole system, and that means I was being more efficient with it and everything. So yeah, cheap restore health, those are worthless, don't use them ever. They do like nothing. Cheap restore health is only good for if you're outside of battle and you need to regain health. Then you can just like do them a little bit at a time. It's kind of like ambient healing, but then you have to keep going into your menu and redoing it, and going in your menu and redoing it, and it's just really not worth it. Okay, this is long blade, one-handed. I forget what I'm using right now. It is Iron Spark Sword, long blade, one-handed, max of 18, and it's enchanted with 1 to 4 points. This one is 1 to 18, it's enchanted with 1 to 4 points, and it's long blade, so literally no difference, but I guess I can take this one and sell it. I don't think it's actually worth selling, but I'm going to do it anyway, I guess. And then there's all these boxes, so I'm just going to do like a montage of me opening these boxes, but there's really like not a lot in them at all. So yeah, aside from this one with the alcohol in it, and then this trapped one up here, which I don't think actually has anything in it, like nothing valuable anyway. I guess I could open it. It's trapped, so it'll give me like some damage if I try to open it. But I can unlock it at least, and then like, I actually don't know if it's actually worth it to open this chest. I don't remember what the trap is on it. The different trap chests have different effects, and I don't remember what this one is. I think it does a lot of damage though. I'm gonna try it just for, you know, it'll be good video. I guess I could save. Yeah, saving would probably be a good idea, and then I'll open this thing. I don't think there's even anything in it though, is the thing. Oh yeah, it's doing electricity damage. Did quite a bit, did like half my health. You can see there, 27 out of 55, so it did like, yeah, about half my health. And it has, well, that's fairly valuable, I guess. Spoon's not. It's fairly valuable. It's not really worth half your health, but I guess since I already finished this quest and I'm just gonna like, you know, use the fastest method of travel to get back, I think that's about it. There's like some more watery stuff over there. I don't remember what's in it. I think there's some like thing, but I don't really care. If it turns out I missed something valuable, then I'll go back for it, but I don't think I did. Alright, so that's about it, and I'll meet you back in Belmar. Alright, so I'm back in Belmar at the Guild of Mages. I'm going to go out and turn in my quest at the Fighters Guild. We've done 2 Fighters Guild quests so far, so this episode. So I'm not sure how long I want these episodes to be, and with all the editing I'm going to be doing, I'm not really sure how long it's going to end up being. But I think I'm going to err on the side of shorter videos rather than longer ones. The last one I did I think was 45 minutes. I think it's a little too long. So I'm gonna experiment with just cutting it off after, not after this quest, but after the next one. I'm just gonna do the first Mages Guild quest, which is really easy. Um, and then I think I'm gonna cut it off. But I might record one more episode in this session. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what the future of this is. Just I realized I had the opportunity to record something today and thought I'd take it. So, Sevani Agents, I've done that. 400 gold, journal's been updated, more orders, code book. This is a pain in the ass quest because it's supposed to gate you off from either the Fighters Guild or the Thieves Guild, but there's a way around it that I'm going to use. That's pretty interesting, but that's not what we're doing right now. Okay, so in advancement, she's giving me a message, says do more quests. There's two requirements for advancement in any sort of guild or houses or anything like that where you can gain levels. I'm gonna just rest and heal up real quick. Yeah. So yeah, you have to do more quests for them, and then you have to have your skill levels at a certain level. So let me actually show you real quick. If you go to your skill page and go all the way down to factions, the Fighters Guild right here, you can press Y to get more info. Their favorite skills down at the bottom, it says Axe, Long Blade, Blunt Weapon, Heavy Armor, Armor, Block. And it says you need one skill at 30 and two skills at 5 to advance from Journeyman to whatever the next one is. So that stays about the same at every level. But the levels of your skills need to be higher, yeah, it has to be some of the favorite skills, so it can't be anything outside of that. You can see they don't like short blade, they don't like light armor, they just like heavy armor and long blade, which is what we've got, and that's why I picked those, so I can get advancement in the Fighters Guild more easily. But right now we're not doing that. Right now we're going to do the Mages Guild for a little bit. It just, when you're going about doing these quests and things, you're slowly leveling up a little bit, you're getting experience from killing enemies. The Fighters Guild gives you more like combat experience type stuff, obviously. Yeah, so I joined this to get to the Mages Guild already. I'm going to go down and get the quest from this lady, and we'll just do these with a few quick cuts, I think. You ask her for duties, and she asks you to get some mushrooms from the area that you started out in. So now you just have to go all the way back there and get some stuff and come back. So back at Sevani, we're just coming in from the Stilt Strider. I'm going to go, our quest is to get 4 different types of mushrooms. I think it's Violet Copernicus, Luminous Rusula, Bungler's Bone, and Hypophagia. I think are the 3 names. So here's some Bungler's Bone. It's right on this tree in the middle of the town. There's Hypophagia. There's 2 on trees and 2 on the ground. I think there's some of something else around here too. Here's some. Violet Copernicus. So I think the last one we need is Luminous Rusula. And you can get that just sort of on the path outside of town. There's some random mushrooms. They just grow everywhere in this area. That's just like, conveniently, there's 3 different types of mushrooms in the tree right by the town. If I was if I had efficiently planned this out, I would have gotten those before I left Sevani, so I could just turn in that quest as soon as I get to Belmar. But I'm just kind of doing this by the seat of my pants. I know some of the the optimal stuff to do, but I just don't do it sometimes. Here's the last one, Luminous Rusula. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and meet you back at the Mages Guild to turn in that quest, and I don't know, we'll see you, I guess that'll be the end of this episode. So here we are, gonna turn in the quest right now. Have all the mushrooms, and she has given me 4 cheap restore health, which is pretty much useless, but whatever. Ask her for the next duties, and she says, I guess I can do this right now. Yeah, so there's a bet with Gabaldir first. Galbadir, I guess. I'm not going to know any of the names here, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing everything wrong. So the idea here is she's got a bet, this Khajiit lady's got a bet with Gabaldir to see who can reach the rank of journeyman first, I think it was. Here's Gabaldir. So Hira, the Khajiit lady, she told Gabaldir there's going to be something else going downstairs, and I'm coming up here to swap out this lesser soul gem that she had in her desk with a fake soul gem, X to drop. And that's the trick, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But the real thing you want to do up here is grab this limeware platter while Gabaldir's not over around. My mouth is weird today. And then I guess you can grab all this stuff too, although it can be a little difficult to sell because you have to find another enchanter, and I don't know off the top of my head where another enchanter is. But all this stuff is very valuable, so the book is not that valuable, but it's alright, whatever. And that chest is just way beyond my ability to unlock, so yeah, so that's what you want to do from that, and I'm going to go down and finish that quest. In the meantime, I guess that was episode 1, or episode 2, episode 1 of this recording session of Gabaldir again. So I'm going to make another one right back to back, and then, yeah, I made a lot of editing work for myself, so I'll try and edit both of them at the same time, and then we'll just see, I'll put them up like kind of back to back. Maybe not right at the same time, but like day after, maybe, I don't know. So next time what we'll be doing is we're getting some of those flowers, and I'm also going to do some more grinding. What level am I at right now? I am only on level 1 still. I only have 3 out of 10, so I really need to do a little more grinding, a little more like, I guess I have some money now, so let's see, how much money do I have? I have 3k plus all this stuff waiting to sell, so I'll sell a bunch of that stuff, and I guess we'll maybe train some skills up, gonna buy some levels, and get some leveling done, and then we'll continue about doing our quest routine, and I'll probably heavily edit the next video too. Yeah, I'm trying to strike a balance. You know, there's a lot of empty space in this game where you're just walking back and forth. Especially in the early game, that stuff takes a long time before you get your skills up and stuff, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try and edit it a little bit more, make a little bit shorter episodes, a little bit easier to watch. And I'm going to see what that does for, I don't know, people's willingness to watch the stuff and my willingness to record it. So I'm going to just end this episode right here, and we'll regain it later.